Guys, I wanted to shoot a really quick video here. Pardon me if it's shaky. I am in a rush today, but I got this lovely beauty in the mail, this lovely Haworthia Truncata. Let me put him in the sun here. And if you didn't know that these guys really shrivel up and get dehydrated, you might think, oh my goodness, it's dead. What's wrong with it? And this color, oh no, it's this awful, almost black color. But my kitty's trying to see what I'm doing here. This guy just needs a little bit of moisture and he will green up and plump right up. Not to worry at all. This guy I had in the sun and didn't give him enough water, and he looked not quite this shriveled, but definitely this dark and almost this shriveled just about a week ago because he got neglected. And let me put him in the sun. You can see how pretty he is. Lots of babies. And so I am just taking this video today. I'm going to pot him up. I'm out of clay pots, so I'm going to pot him in this little compostable, biodegradable plastic pot that my husband picked me up. And then I will take another video in a few days when he is plumped up so that you can see. For anyone that didn't see my video on potting soil mixes and what I use for my succulents, I'll put a link for that below. It is a mixture of pumice, vermiculite. Sometimes I put a little bit of sand, sometimes I don't. Coconut husk, which I forgot to say in the potting soil video, and which I made a little amendment video because I add coconut husk to my potting soil bags, and so I just spaced when I was talking about the potting soil. I just poke it in there so that when I'm grabbing my potting soil, it's already mixed up and it's not pure potting soil. But I use a little bit of potting soil, but it looks like I use a lot more potting soil than I actually do because of the coconut husk. But I also use vermiculite and perlite sometimes, depending on which succulents I'm doing. My Haworthias tend to like a bit more water because I am an underwaterer in general, even with succulents, which I do find with other houseplants. I think I'm just paranoid with succulents, I'm not sure. But I just adjust my soil, and so my Haworthias tend to dry out fast. So I put a little bit more organic material in their potting soil than I usually do. Just gonna give him a little bit of a top dressing here. And a lot of times, and I do apologize because I'm trying to hold this with one hand and do this with my second hand instead of, I didn't have time to wedge my camera today. I tend to pot mine deep and then pull them up a bit because it's just, it helps them settle. It keeps the roots downward a little bit. It helps pull them, you know, so I bury them deeper and then just pull them up instead of trying to stuff and bury and stuff and bury. I just kind of bury, plant a little bit too deep and then give a tug. And then after I water, then I will sometimes give another tug if it's still a little too deep. But the soil often settles after you water. And usually with repotting succulents, you don't want to water right away because you can damage their root systems. But since this guy was shipped bare root and has been sitting out bare root for multiple days, I wasn't taking soil off of his roots or anything that would damage him. So I'm going to go ahead and give him a drink right away. So I hope you guys have a great day, happy growing, and I will show him in a few days.